Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, let me, where is this? Wizzy. And then,
Donut. Europa Carvel.
Oh, I was already on that. Don't
Oh.
worry. I saw you typing.
I was like, wait, I forgot. Sorry. Sweet. Okay, so hello stream. Welcome to
Hey stream. How you doing?
Hey everyone. Doing
Come
animation
well.
again. I'm up to the
Hey,
lineup
guys.
bit. I'm almost there.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum.
So
Bum, ba, bum.
if you are subbed, you can request music.
Also, you can have a cool
Yeah,
subscriber badge
idiots.
and like. Oh, also, I'd like to show you guys my new emotes. My new emote. Look at it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a human this time.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's an
So you want to look
Asian.
like a fairy.
Oh, I need to.
Oh,
I thought it
I
automatically
can see
does
through
it.
you.
Why doesn't it renew?
It doesn't renew.
Wait, please. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Did you just get a sub from me?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Gift a sub. Gift.
I want to move out, but there's so much Lego I'd have to take.
Oh, I am sub. Never mind.
You
Burn
mean
it.
move out of your home?
No, I don't want to burn my Lego.
Burn the Lego.
Yeah,
Wait, Danny,
I
do
want
you
to
mean?
move out. I'm getting really sick of lack of privacy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's just today. Maybe it's just been today. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood today. But my parents were playing some really epic funny Asian vlogger, and there was so many sound effects it gave me a fucking heart attack.
Danny, why don't you just move your stuff all to your room? It's a lot easier.
I don't have a room.
Oh.
That's my problem. Why do you think I want to move out?
Fuck.
Yeah, I literally sleep in the living room.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, ever since I moved back in with my family after I became almost homeless in Brisbane, I moved back in and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna move back and share my room with my brother, but he's renovated the entire place to the point where there's no room for another bed. So I just ended up sleeping in the living room. Yeah, and it's just been like this for like
Oh, man.
2 years, and I was so insanely bored and desperate that I decided to join Twitter, and then I became the massive love bomb. So there was a bright side to the story.
Do you think if you move out, you'll go to Sydney?
Yeah, I was thinking of moving in the fart house, so I can hang out with all of you guys.
Why
pretty cool.
king? Because queen sounds gay.
Queen Wolf,
King sounds cool.
King Wolfie.
King
The
Wolfie.
king goes
Anyone
strap.
remember King Wolfie? Yeah. Never heard of her.
Nope.
But now you're just Wolf.
No, I'm just Waff.
So as an Aussie, can
I
you
kinda
please tell the tale of the Great Eating Gnome?
No, you just have to look that up.
So
Because
I'll tell
fake
it.
news.
So like there was a guy and he was like walking, and then there was another guy and he went emu, and then the other guy was like, I don't like how you're saying that. He's like, you have to go emu.
Oh no, what the fuck?
And then they got into a big war over it. I don't know the emu war.
I don't think that's how it goes.
No.
I could be wrong, but
Hey, you don't know, you're not Australian.
that's true.
Yeah.
She's right. She's right, guys. None of us are Australian.
What are emus? Is that like the animal?
Yeah, it's like an ostrich, except it looks a little different.
So did
It's,
the emus get into a war?
It's like
Um,
when someone goes to Hot Topic and they buy a load of like black clothing
Stop!
and
No.
wear eyeliner.
No, that's not it. That's
That's
a
not
fact.
it.
Oh no! Oh, okay, so is it like an emo, but he goes ooh woo, so he's an emu?
Yeah, he's an emu.
Yeah.
Emu.
Yeah, basically we went to war with them because they had to be stopped. But if you want to know the true story, there was just an emu infestation. We had too many. So instead of hiring professionals, our government decided to hire our military, well, to sanction our military, because that's cheaper, I guess.
Mhm.
And so because the military was involved, it was technically a war. So it was sanctioned as a war. And because they have no idea how these animals act and where they live and what they do, they fucking lost. And then like a week later, the government was like, "Oh man, we should have just hired the professionals." And then like two guys with like some guns went out and solved the problem in like a month.
That
So
is
yeah.
the sort of war I want to be a part of. Oh my
Thanks for the
god.
retweet. Also, Ottoman Empire, really. Yeah, it's from the sequel to my cause video. I was working on it today because I can't really work much on confinement today because still waiting for a little bit of dialogue.
Ottoman, like the
Ottoman. Yeah, like the
Oh my
Ottomans.
Wait, Ottoman, like Ottoman. Oh my god, that's disgusting. I
funny.
hate you.
It's pretty funny. You got it.
You should
Yeah,
just like
probably.
rewrite history, but just all cars.
Oh, that's legit what I'm doing though.
Oh, I haven't.
Have you seen the first video?
No, I haven't been up to date. I haven't watched really much YouTube.
Oh
I've been
shit.
busy.
Oh, it's okay. It's like
It's
it's like
good.
5 minutes.
It's a fucking good
No,
video.
I used to watch like all of your stuff, but like I just been super busy. Like no joke.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, if all my videos get burned, I want that one to be the one that exists.
I'll put in my watch later.
Hell yeah. It's very important. It's like I treat it like a serious documentary.
Oh shit! It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that one. I watched all of your other stuff. I love confinement, but everyone loves confinement.
Yeah.
I hate
confinement. What the fuck, Dre? Get the fuck out of my.
I'm a
my-
contrarian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Drake. God.
I'm a contrarian, TM. Remember that episode of Family Guy where Brian became a Republican because liberals were super popular?
You mentioned Family Guy, and I had PTSD flashbacks.
mentioned Family Guy and I
your
stopped
ears
listening.
closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I don't know even what you said. Were you speaking?
I've been holding my arm up for like the past 2 minutes, like I was waving to the sky. I don't know why it's kind of
Like you
stuck
were
up there
hailing
now.
Hitler.
No, my fingers are open, so it's not the same. I'm not
Oh.
racist, please. I want them to lead a band of warriors across the outback using nothing but emu cavalry archers. I actually made these assets for an animation.
Yeah.
I made these assets for an animation that I wanted to do, and it was gonna be the Emu War, and it was gonna be like, gonna be filmed in that sort of like old timey black and white with the narrator over like Dateline 1942. The Australian Army goes to war, like, and it was gonna be this ridiculous, like, oh, the armies from northern Queensland have arrived, and they have the dragon with them. It's
Oh
gonna
my god.
and the emus are gonna be like photographs of emus, but I was just gonna make them bounce around. But I never
Make
got
that
around to
still?
doing it. I still want to. The thing is, I made a deal with Tim. If he was ever free, he was gonna animate it because it was gonna be done in South Park style. And he wanted to try out his new editing software at the time. So one day Tim will be free, and then that video can finally be done.
Go and unshackle the man.
Poor boy. He's like, he's moved out of his house, so like he's probably got a lot to deal with right now. How did you and Makasicus collab? I've known Makasicus for a very long time, and he's only recently asked me to collab.
And then they said, will there be a video of yours? Will he be in a video of yours?
What? Oh, what? Oh, I think he's been in a Bunk Chronicles. I might get him for a future video though. I don't see why not.
I was like trying to, because like we obviously know a majority of the people. Like it's really fun to watch it and like try to guess who voiced what person.
Yeah.
And then you hear them and you're like, you know.
And you're like,
That's
oh my god, is that person?
that's
my
Weed
God.
Smoker 420.
It's Jonas' fault.
Oh,
Oh no. Did you have Jonas for voice of Bunk Chronicles?
He actually was in the background of one of my videos.
I hate that. I hate those.
It was for like half a second. It's because it was in the
It doesn't matter. I'm personally offended.
He voiced the Eastern Slavic Allfather god. Because that's the only Slav I would ever have in my video.
God, I'm so fucking jealous.
I'm just thinking of like, I just imagined like a concert and it's Jonas on the stage and all the people in the crowd are just going, hey, 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 hey.
Oh my god!
Like cheering.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome everybody!
Love
Welcome
is
to
in
Utah
Hey, hey, hey. No, you
Jonas,
say, hey, hey, hey. And then they're like, hey, hey.
I hope Jonas is listening.
Oh my god. That's
I hope he's not. I feel bad for him now.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like offensive or anything. Crystal meth or normal? Normal what? Normal meth? What?
Do you have something against Jonas? Did he do something? No.
I don't
it's
have
just
anything.
Nothing. No, it's just A is really funny. Like he always goes,
yeah.
A.
Yeah, it was just like
We're
his.
friends with him, no worries.
Yeah.
no, we're not.
I mean,
I
Jonas
have-
could be a bit irritating, but like, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's like
Sure,
he
he's
means
great.
well. I just think he has a lot of inabilities to socialize, which is unfortunate. But that's not an insult.
He was hospitalized.
just-
He was hospitalized the last time he made a utopian. So like, I
Yeah,
hope this
he's
time
that
he
kind
just
of-
ends up in a coffin.
Oh my god!
Hyojin,
Yo,
for
Joe
God's
Sean.
sake! Is this like 2 streams in a day? You've just like said you hope people die.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey! Man, Twitch.
Why are they talking about meth in the chat?
Yeah. I got chocolate meth, strawberry meth, ice cream meth. I won an anime contest at a con, and I haven't watched anime is more than a year. You won an anime contest at a con? How do you win an anime contest? What's an anime contest?
Maybe you make an anime.
Maybe
Make an anime?
Maybe you decide who's the biggest virgin.
Maybe it's
It's
like,
me.
I've watched the
It's always
most
me.
anime. I watched the most anime in a week, and then they give you a trophy, and it's like, this is the only thing I'll ever achieve in my life.
Oh god.
Haha.
I think like a giveaway. Oh, like an anime giveaway? Like, hey, you get all this lolly porn.
Oh.
Bong, stop!
I've been suffering post-con depression for the past week. I know exactly what that's like. I used to go to cons all the time in Brisbane, and post-con depression is very real. Not for me though. It was just my roommates. They got post-con depression, and I don't, because I don't give a shit.
I got a little
last
bit
time-
of like post I-60, like I-62 depression.
Oh yeah. I remember I went to a concert to one of my favorite rappers, and I got that Post Malone depression. Sorry.
Can I kick Bung from the group?
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the last time I was in a con in Brisbane, there was a guy on stage doing a Kamehameha competition, and it was the most fucking autistic thing I've ever seen in my life, and I wanted to kill myself.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just like this like guy that looked like Shane Dawson but overweight. And he was just screaming Kamehameha at the top of his lungs,
That's nuts,
and yeah, and I was like, whoa.
That's
And
insane.
How do you do that?
Isn't that
I
like
look,
a
yeah, I
song?
looked like left and right, and I thought, oh no, the laser ball is gonna come in, I'm gonna die. But no, nothing happened because he was just a virgin on stage screaming Kamehameha.
Aren't we
Um,
all just a virgin on stage screaming Kamehameha? Maybe the real virgin on stage screaming Kamehameha was the friends we made along the way.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Just
Like,
let you
come
guys
back.
know, because my queue seems to be emptying up a little bit right now. Holy fuck! I just got some money.
Get on a Xeon to play some crazy fucking SCP. Who cares?
Get Onision to play some crazy fuck in SCP, cause okay.
Yeah, I'll just get him to play Banana SCP.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a fat nerd that walking around Seattle for 3 days was too much for me. Nah, PAX, walking around PAX actually really hurt my feet. I don't know why, because it didn't feel like I walked any more than I usually do. But yeah, PAX is just a big area, I guess. So my feet were like,
Oh my
fuck
god!
off.
What is that? Are you farting?
No.
Hyojin,
I was
change
trying to
the
recreate the
sound
noise.
effect. Hyojin, change this. It's not the sub sound effect, it's a donate sound effect first of all. So you don't scare the shit out of everyone. Well, too bad. I am going to do it. Then you can like donate and be like, haha, they're all gonna get jump scared. But I know when it's coming, you know?
Haha, epic funny moment.
There's the fun in that. Oh yeah, anyway.
I was having an existential crisis this morning because my only claim to fame in my life is a crappy Gamebooks Grumps animation. Oh, it's okay. Hyojin started off doing things like that,
Shut
and look
up.
where she is now. Hey, that was a compliment.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna remind me of my past.
Yeah, how do you think that this line of dialogue was gonna go? Don't be sad. Hyojin used to do that. Conversation ends. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say like you just stop on the insult like, oh don't be sad, Hyojin's also fucking awful.
Sorry, it's so distracting how the program you're using, you just click on a line that goes off a tangent and it
And it
disappears.
just goes.
What?
Yeah,
I'm so angry.
it
because
messes
it's like,
me up.
It's just gone.
Yeah, like I wish I had that for everything else in life.
Wait, what?
I don't want no tangents.
Like my
Like when you yes. What is that?
When you
Why
no
is
when
it
you do a
going?
cross, if you do a cross with the lines and then you click on one of the many lines and it just gets rid of that corner of the cross.
Oh, it's like a special eraser that like just gets rid of like certain lines outside of this like, you know. It's useful.
Yeah,
it
outside
makes,
of
it
the
makes
single
my
line,
line
yeah.
work so fucking fast.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
like-
lucky. I've been streaming. I love your art. Goodbye, emotional_plant.
And it's probably really satisfying to watch as well. I don't know.
It is pretty satisfying to watch, yeah.
This is how I get to. This is how I clean up in animation. It's really easy.
All that it takes is a little reinvention. Hey, here's remember that one time we sang "Say No to This," but it was Boba Fett and Side Mountain.
And you lowered my voice so I'd sound black, but it didn't work.
It's okay. You sounded like H from Ready Player One, which is very
Yeah.
useful. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, show me how to say no to this song.
Oh yeah, if you guys, can you subscribe and like, request some songs, please? If you're already a subscriber, or if you're a mod in my chat, you can put in your songs and whatever, as long as it's less than 10 minutes.
Don't be ashamed of your country's poor leadership. One of my country's prime ministers was friends with Kim Jong-il and even got him on a 0 level pass an exam in English. What country do you come from, Bogojo?
What the fuck?
Portugal? You're from Portugal? Say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this.
But buddies. Oh wait, no, I got it wrong. Damn it.
I forgot what the lyrics I wrote because I deleted all those videos. They're too mean.
But my god, she's looking helpless. And her body's saying, hell yes. Oh.
Oh!
Can you remake that song but just her body saying heck yes?
Shut up, Jay.
Bleeped out.
And just like it's just like a soft boy. It's Hamilton but he's just so fucking soft.
Yay!
Oh heck. Portugal isn't like this. Portugal is worse. Fuck off. Oh. No, I'm sorry about that. No, Malta. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting Malta's a country. I keep thinking it's just
Yeah,
an
I thought
island
it was
owned by
like
Italy.
bombed
thought it
and
was a
like
joke.
gotten rid of already.
Can I be a soft boy too? We can all be soft boys. Hey, let's all be soft boyos in this chat.
Ooh, stinky boyos.
Guys, I just fart. Sometimes I like to fart under the blanket and trap my friend underneath so they just suffocate. Ooh, I'm a stinky boy.
That's not. I don't think that's soft.
I farted on Hyojin once to make her a stinky boyo.
Once, okay, but this is actually serious. Once I was
Uh-oh.
I was in bed at night. I farted under the bed and I physically said out loud, "Oh, stinky boy," and
Fuck you.
it took me a minute to like process what the fuck just came out of my mouth.
That's disgusting.
Oh, stinky boy.
Oh, stinky boyos. Just ate a big burrito. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and make some stinky boyos. This is disgusting.
Yeah, I'm ready to die.
Disgusting.
Then there was giant black men dancing to K-pop and anime opening, and I actually started laughing so much I tripped and fell down 2 sets of stairs and just saw like 5 traps in front of me. I was ready to die. Also, Hyojin, why the fuck did you start to talk about farts? I mean, that's a question that doesn't need an answer.
Yeah.
But that sounds like an amazing con.
That sounds like a
Portugal
amazing
sounds
way to
amazing.
die.
I remember I went to a con once and I was dressed as Buddha from Saint Young Men, and I had a really funny shirt. You know how in the Saint Young Men they have all these custom shirts that just have like jokes on the front?
Yeah.
My one was liked Nirvana before it was cool.
God.
Which is actually like a really intellectual joke, and I don't expect any of you guys to get it. Sorry.
No, I get it.
But that was
It's
fun.
because he's like a hipster and he really enjoyed the band Nirvana, right?
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know?
I'm an intellectual.
But fuck, now I really want to actually answer that. No, but it was really fun making the wig because I just had to get a beanie, and then I had to get a bunch of really, like a whole lot of cotton balls that were colored dark brown, just so I could make his stupid hair because he has such stupid hair.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the Buddha has stupid hair.
He
If
has
I ever meet the
amazing hair.
Buddha.
Didn't you watch the movie? His hair like can cover an entire continent.
If it turns out Buddhism was right and the Buddha was there in the afterlife, I tell him, hey bro, you got fucking stupid hair.
He
And he's
sends you
like,
to hell.
no, there's no hell. He's like, all that there is.
It's
will
the
ever
realm of
be."
hungry ghosts. I did Buzzim at GCSE.
I want to die by memes. That's the only way to go, to be honest.
No, it's not.
It was cancer. Everyone was morbidly obese, but hey, at least I could join a Voltron group cosplay. I was Pidgey?
No, there's like a character who's just like Pidgey's like a soft boy.
Oh, he's a soft boy. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now, and he looks like a soft boy. I want to die exploding something and have 50 virgins in heaven. Oh, exploding. Sorry. Spelled it with a T, so I was confused. Yeah, I like to imagine that a terrorist like blows themselves up, and then they're in the afterlife, and then they see 72 virgins, but they're all like fat, overweight guys. And it's like a big prank. I want you to vaughn me and turn me into your next stinky boyo. That was the worst thing I've ever read into my
Not to be
fucking...
offensive, Hyojin, but are you still bisexual?
I feel like you don't stop being, yeah.
How do you?
Are you still bisexual?
Are you
I mean, I know you said you were, but are you still bisexual?
No,
Did you change your mind?
No, yes, I am. I don't know what I would have done recently that would make you change your mind from.
You just saw the best dick in the world, and you were like, no more pussy for me.
Oh damn. I still want pussy.
If Buddha is real, then you'll reincarnate first. I think the idea of reincarnating first is kind of a paradox. But yeah, I know what you mean. Here's a story. One time I was at a Walmart, and then there was an obese woman, one of the scooter things. Oh, you're in America, okay. And she, oh shit, it keeps loading. And she had fallen over. It keeps just
I'll
popping
read
away.
it, don't
I'm never gonna read
and
this.
she had fallen over in one of those in one of the U sections, and she was rolling around asking for help, and we had made eye contact, and I didn't help her. She was okay because I saw her checking out.
Oh, that's so tragic. Like for you, I mean. I'm so sorry to hear that, Bomb Ocean. What do you have against the ocean, though?
Promotion.
What if a girl got pussy and a dick?
Maybe he thought you were
that
bi-curious.
was-
I don't recall in any like sentence that I've said, no, I'm just a little bi-curious. I've always said like I'm bisexual. I don't know.
Damn that fat American, am I right? Yeah. I know it's really easy jokes, just make fun of like the fat Americans, but holy shit. Like I feel like I can make fun of it though because I'm quite obese.
Just make fun of the fact that, you know, healthcare isn't free there. Huh, losers.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, we get really good, like, we get really good,
Internet?
everything.
I think that's like part of the problem. Is that you get good everything?
You
which
don't
is
get
why
really
there's so
good
much
president.
Hey,
Oh.
Trump is pretty sick,
Upcom.
bro.
Stumper Trump.
I think the fact that America gets good everything is kind of like why obesity is so prevalent there.
Yeah, it's like Wally.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, consumerism. Glad the podcast is back, by the way. I'm glad too. Let's hope it stays that way.
Did you guys post an episode recently?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so behind. I haven't looked at my subscriptions in so long.
Oh, it's okay. That was like a couple days ago. Fat, gross Americans. Jeez, they're so fat and gross and annoying and Walmart!
Me.
You can't stump the Trump if you can't fuck the Trump. Oh, I'll try.
Ooh.
You do have a thick ass,
Trump
though.
is pretty sexy, though he has the thick ass. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
So Wally was not set in the future, it was only normal America. Yeah, it was like set yesterday. Obese people in the US are actually just full of oil. Yeah, they're full of a kind of oil. So what you're saying is America is the home of the softest boyos. Ooh.
Man, I don't like this song. It's really just dark. Sorry, Chris.
The land of the ooh and the softest boyos. Is homosexuality gay? No. Glad you brought back the trending topic, Bun. Keep up the good work.
I noticed Hyojin has been screaming less lately. What happened? Did she lose her autism?
Did she lose her? This is the same guy. Is this the same guy that
Yeah.
asked if you were still by?
Yeah.
I think their idea of permanence in psychology is a bit off.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hyojin, you still Asian?
Oh my god.
Still open your eyes, dummy.
I've never caught one of these streams before. I'm so happy that I finally did. It's not a good thing.
It's not like this isn't one. I wouldn't say this is like one of the streams I'm very interactive in there because I'm animating right now, so I can't focus
Yeah.
on chat. But yeah, I appreciate it. I might go.
I really want to see like Oh, sorry, you go.
No, you go on.
I was
Okay,
just
I'll
gonna say.
go.
I really wanted to see like an episode of like something like South Park where they're just collecting fat people and squeezing oil out of them to put into the U.S. military's oil supply. Like that'll be fun to see.
I was gonna say I might turn this into a drawing stream because if I draw, like, I can it's a lot more chill than animating. Animating's like fun, but it's kind of stressful at the same time.
I have oil growing in my ass, so I can save America. God bless. We're all counting on you. Good luck.
Oh, this sounds shit.
I love America and all, but getting a good girlfriend here is fucking impossible because like 80% of girls are overweight. Well, that's a bit rude. I mean...
It's pretty rude.
Wow, that is a bit rude. Jesus.
I mean, I get what you mean, like girls that you find sexually attractive, but it doesn't mean they're not going to be a good girlfriend. Would the Gulf War be more fought fiercely in the Cars universe since oil is more precious and needed?
I think on that topic before we move on, and a good girlfriend is, no matter what their weight, a good girlfriend as long as they're a goth mommy GF.
He's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statistically, if they are overweight, they would have big titty.
And saggy ass.
Shame. Yeah.
I like the edginess of these streams. I still feel like I'm the only American here. Guarantee you're not. I mean, there are Americans that I know in this stream.
By the way, guys, most of my audience is American. Why do you think I stream so
Yeah.
late Australian time?
It's like 2 a.m.
It's fucking 2 a.m.
Honestly, Bung, that could actually be a good conspiracy theory. Like, it's like, I'm reading Hellboy right now, and there's like this underground race of frog people that are so large and fat because they are housing the eggs of these giant crab monsters. And for a split second, while I was looking at the stream, I was just thinking about like obese scooter Americans that are housing tubs and tubs of oil underneath their obese bellies. And I thought, this is it. Like, who would expect? We all just laugh at fat Americans. We never think about the fact that they're carrying the future.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Thanks for
I'm
listening to my
listening.
TED Talk.
Uh-huh. It's very interesting. Keep going.
I'm Canadian.
What the heck? What was that?
The future. The future, Miss Annie. The future.
Yes, go on. I'm very interested. Bung is a prophet. He knows exactly what's gonna happen. Carry
I
on.
pulled a muscle in my neck and an arm, and I hate everything. Real.
And now you know.
Are the frog people gay? That's the chemicals turning the frog people gay are what saved America. Big titties are good in theory, but are the biggest contributors to back pain and serious back problems. That is true from what I hear. Are they the biggest contributors to back pain? I thought the biggest would be
no,
like.
big tits like contribute to back pain. I don't got like, you know.
I know it is, but I didn't know it was the biggest. I thought
Well,
I thought owning a computer was the
people.
biggest.
Well, I guess like it depends on how many people have big boobs. For everyone who has big boobs, yes, it'd be like the biggest contributor. But like, I have average, so I don't have it, but I know like a lot of people in my family have like really big boobs, and they want like reduction like ASAP because like
Yeah.
it's like once it gets past like once it's like D and up, like you're really prone to have back pains because of your boobs.
There are a lot of people who get reduction surgery. Where does all the boob meat go?
Into their ass.
In my mouth, yum yum.
They make a burger
Right.
and eat it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Fuck you, Trey. Did you know Portugal is a retarded country, the poorest country in the European Union? Most people here are under 1.65 million and are morbidly obese. We also have lots of porn stars. I always assumed like an Eastern European country was the poorest country in the EU. Like Moldova or something. Moldova. If the Earth is round, then how does Australia stay on Earth and not just fall off? Alright, they got us. We have to cancel the stream now, Hyojin.
Fuck.
Let go of the chains and we just fly away. What about having a podcast episode where you legit say the most illogical things but back it up with some logic that by the end of the podcast would make people doubt if your statements could actually make sense?
Well,
I think we do that sometimes.
Yeah, but we do it in a jokingly matter where no one's gonna take it seriously, you know?
Yeah, because, I don't know. I think we'd have to think far ahead to make a joke like that, where it's like we're backing up something so retarded. Lord Bong liked my reply to his tweet earlier. Thanks, man. No problem, that one fangirl who screams. Living up to that name. You just scribble out your boobs, Hyojin.
Yeah.
Is the word Aussie racist? Nah.
No?
nah,
Wait,
sorry.
what?
No.
Of course
Aussie
not.
is like. I mean, it is weird to hear non-Aussies say Aussie, but it doesn't mean it's racist.
The Aussies.
Oh,
Moldova isn't in the
I
EU.
got scared
Oh,
for a
my
second
bad.
there, because I was like, wait, I say Aussie.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's like saying Brit. Like, it's not. Is it? Is it? Trey, is it offensive?
Yes, I'm absolutely fucking fuming.
Yeah, but it's also part of British culture to not have national pride, so I know you don't care.
Yeah, I couldn't get this.
Can you
Um,
call us the Americans?
No, you call them
American-
Yanks.
Yankees?
Oh, we don't call. I mean, I don't call them
Yeah.
Yanks. I've never heard any Australian call them Yank.
Yankees are like New York because of the baseball.
Yeah, the baseball team. Yanks, kind of what I hear on
Cowboys.
movies. I hear in movies British people call them Yanks. I
I
don't know if
remember
they call them
watching
Yanks
this
in real
Korean
life.
drama where the white man comes into this Korean household and he's just like he was obviously born in Korea because he's like kind of good at English, but you can tell he's native in Korea. He's just one of those white people that are born in Korea for some reason, and like he
Okay.
comes into the home and this grandpa just like gets out a stick and starts. The Korean grandpa like beats him with a stick and goes, "Go home, Yankee, go home!"
Oh my god.
But at the
Whoa,
end
is
of,
this-
at the end of this,
Why?
no, it was like this is a comedy, like a Korean comedy. But
Yeah, but why though? What's the joke?
I think it was funnier in my head, but it's just the way that the grandpa said it. It's Korean.
I don't get it. No, I guess like because I thought the enemy was North Korea. Why would he be in North Korea?
He just doesn't like white people.
I guess.
This is a very old Korean drama. Just like you know.
Is saying fat piece of shit racist to Americans. Because I was under the impression that South Korea loves America because they aided them in the war.
They're still very like they're xenophobic, but I'm not sure that guy was American. I don't know.
Ah, okay. Who else is a frickin' Canuck here? Yeah, Canadians, raise your hand up. How long were your edgy teenage years? Mine were only one afternoon long because my mom told me to stop being an asshole. I feel like edgy teenage years don't go away completely, you know? Like it just becomes... Because there are things that I learned in my edgy phase that help me come to conclusions about life that are a bit more reasonable, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, shut up. I remember as an edgy teenager I used to wear monster hats, but that's all I remember.
Wait, you wore monster hats?
Yeah, when I was like 14, I wore
Oh
monster
my
hats.
God, that's adorable.
I had this one monster hat. It was just a hat that lasted really long because it was such like thick quality. It's not adorable. It's disgusting. I get really bad PTSD thinking about it.
Oh, holy fuck, my flux just turned off for a second and I just got like, my eyes just got fucking blinded. Christ.
Your flux capacitor. That's just in Europe. Portugal is so in debt that we have to have porn and obese people to provide money to our shitty government. Well, at least they're useful. I mean, that's more than we could say for other countries, like fat people and porn stars would be looked down upon, but it sounds like they're heroes in Portugal. Europe machine broke. Nice prison continent, you Australian boy. That's me. We are the prison
And
continent.
me.
I was watching Johnny English the other day, and I remember the villain's plan for Britain was to turn Britain into a giant prison continent. It's like,
Oh.
but that's what Australia was, idiot.
Oh.
Look, we live to die, just stop and enjoy life while you can. Holy shit,
Oh my
where'd that
God.
come from? I mean, I agree, but like, damn.
Hey, we're not getting
Damn.
existential yet.
Yeah. I'm 7 and like your content, JK. Oh, I don't know what you're JKing at. Which one is
Are
the
you,
J?
are you JKing at
the joke.
liking the content or being 7?
I got 2 friend requests on Discord from strangers. Should I accept it?
No.
I don't know. I mean, I'd say no for me because I get that a lot, and I know who my friends are. But if you're just looking for friends on Discord, then I don't see that as a big issue. Holy thick Squizzy. Yeah, it is. It's a big old thick woman.
Yeah.
Wish I had a nice childhood. Now I'm just insecure and I have no self-esteem. Yeah. But I mean, you learn from it. There's some value in having a shitty childhood.
You get
Not a whole lot.
tougher, I guess.
Yeah, you can get tougher. Or you can get more considerate. Like, think about all the people who bully you. How considerate do you think they are with people in their life? How sensitive do you think they are to people's feelings? Probably not as much. But since you learn to value being kind to people, you probably end up meeting people that you'd like more. So all Aussies are sinners. I mean, all our ancestors, I suppose, were. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like a loaf of bread stealing situation, Jean Valjean. I don't know what my ancestors were like.
My ancestors were definitely slaves.
Question: how do you live in HP Lovecraft's dumping ground, aka Australia? It's alright. I haven't actually seen a tarantula in my life before, which is really confusing.
I need to work on a fight scene. Animating a fight scene, holy shit.
I'm totally Bung's friend. He knows me for sure. Tell him, Bung. Yeah, I like your dogs.
I like your dogs.
This is the guy that
that video, yeah, I was working on a little bit of animation for him. I think the video should come out before VidCon. Yay. Yes.
Hell yeah. This is the guy that sent me videos of his dog giving birth to like 9 puppies. And it was out of nowhere, it was random, but like I still like the videos.
I got some money! Oh, I got some money.
A lil sum sum for all the many streams lately. Also, the
Thank you so
animation
much,
is starting to look
Tanzania.
real dope.
Thank you so much,
Rest
man.
in Lard, Fat Man 324.
I think I might redraw a little something. I'm gonna open up size. It's gonna turn into a drawing stream now because I can't animate tonight. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm fine with drawing.
I don't know what Niall's saying in the chat here. Link went up, Danny. What is he talking about? Link went up?
I think he means your cast video.
Oh no, that's not for a bit. I have to make episode 5 first. I mean, I'm almost done.
I want a nice dick
Damn.
sub.
Was that you or was that a comment?
I was reading a comment, but I would also say that.
Okay. Final recognition. Hell yeah. I joked that we, Malta, won a war against Turkey, but we got conquered by Phoenicia, Rome, some Islamic country, Normandy, the Church, the Knights of St. John, France, and England. Also, you have seen a tarantula, my tarantula. I have seen, what I mean is I haven't seen one in real life. Of course I've seen photographs of tarantulas, otherwise I wouldn't know what they are. I'm from Romania, I've never seen a black or Asian person in real life. That's not a surprise.
Really?
If you live in Romania, like, who goes to Romania, you know? I mean, no offense, I'm sure it's a beautiful country, but it's not exactly advertised on...
Yeah, no, I
on,
don't. When I'm
travel.net.
thinking of like traveling the world, I don't think, let's go to Romania. It sounds like a lovely country.
Let's go to where Dracula fucking
I have
lived.
no
like,
idea what fucking Romania even has.
Dracula, that's about it. Yeah. It's very fun to just listen to Squizzy reacting to hearing, oh, I got some money! And we all want a dick to suck. That's life. You also got conquered by emus. We didn't get conquered, we just didn't manage to kill all of them in time.
Have you ever
We
tried
lost-
to get rid of an
cop.
What?
I was muted the whole time. It was so stupid. I like.
Oh, I
mute
thought you
to
did it on
cough.
purpose.
No, I mute to cough and then I unmuted it to cough. So I was just like, oh wait, oh shit.
Oh no! Bung, how does it feel to have only seen a tarantula once in your life? No, I've seen plenty of tarantulas online, just not in real life.
I've carried a tarantula in real life and I fell in love.
That's
Okay, that's
scary.
terrifying.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna buy a pet tarantula, and then you guys are gonna all come over and love it.
I mean, I call them ranchos. Because I think that's way cuter. Pretty
It's
sure the
so
only reason I've seen black
fluffy.
Asian people is because I live
Fung,
in.
are you gonna get the
English.
Tron Lego that says caboose?
I mean, I'm not actually a big fan of the new Tron movie. And it's not memey enough. I get Lego sets that, either Lego Batman movie because I loved Lego Batman movie and their sets, or memes. So I have a desk decorated in Lego memes. So there's Minecraft Steve, there's Bart Simpson, Sonic. I have John Lennon. I have Hugh Hefner. I have Post Malone with his katana. Yeah, so it's just mostly memes. That's what's important to me, and Tron's not really a meme, I'm sorry. And if I were to get Tron, it'll have to be classic Tron, not the shitty new Tron. I'm gonna fuck a tarantula. That's really upsetting to hear.
I wonder if I can make a tarantula sexy.
I would like to see you try. I heard
Um,
people eat tarantulas. Yeah, in South America, I think.
That's really sad. Hey Squizzy, I have a drawing
Hey.
suggestion for when you're done. Oh, why don't you just say it, you know?
I have a diving license, but I have a phobia of open water. Oh, that's... How'd you get your diving license then? How does Emu all play out in the Cars universe? The thing is, something I don't actually understand about the Cars universe is that it's implied that animals in the Cars universe are also just other cars, like the tractors are just cows and the bulls are just combines and bulldozers. But at the same time, there are still things that are so obviously animal in the Cars universe, like there are cars that have like those bullhorn grills, and there are cars that have feathers on them as decorations. So like it's implied that animals exist, so I have no idea. It's very confusing. If they spray hairs at you, be sure to wash your hand with cold water, not hot, or else it will hurt like a motherfucker. Okay, yeah, that's another thing I forgot about tarantulas. They shoot hairs at you like fucking porcupine.
Yeah. Isn't it adorable?
Sounds painful. US, and I live on an island, so I always have a chance to die. Like, Hawaii? You live on one of the Hawaiian islands? Making me segways. I don't think that really makes sense. It'll have to be a flightless plane. Didn't they have sushi in cars? What the fuck? They did actually. They had wasabi and they had all these other like vegetables and stuff. But
The
then,
cars in Asia looked really squinty.
yeah, that was also pretty funny. But then I also saw nuts and bolts being served at a sushi place in the Cars universe. So I don't know. It's a little inconsistent there. Maybe feathers, etc., come from plants there. No, because otherwise we would just use plants in our fashion. The relevance of the feathers have to have some sort of cultural significance. So maybe feathers naturally grow on certain planes. You know? I got the diving license. I was terrified the entire time. At one time we underwater and lost a group and I fucking panicked. They were above me. That's terrifying.
Holy
I'm
fuck.
not sure how you ended up in that situation. That sounds like a comedy skit. Like, I accidentally got a license to dive, and I have teratophobia, so it was terrible.
Oh god. Wait, isn't there a theory that all Pixar universes are connected? Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not going with that theory. I'm going with
Yeah.
the fact. I'm going with the absolute 100% fact that the Disney Cars universe is trying to be this universe. So I'm going to highlight how stupid they're trying to be by doing the Cars Holocaust.
I would fucking pay any amount to exterminate all spiders in existence. Oh my god! No!
No,
spiders-
because then we'll have too many flies.
Yeah, I prefer spiders over flies. Fuck you. Flies are like little sons of bitches.
I would fucking. Oh wait, no, I just read that. don't give a shit about the impact on the ecosystem, be gone them thoughts right now. I think you will give a shit about the ecosystem because there'll be flies everywhere.
Yeah.
Cool fish, I got distracted. Oh well, I mean that's just the way it goes.
Oh, no, you
I'm
still
worried
there?
that
Yeah.
I'm worried
hi.
she's
Hello. I'm sorry.
coughed.
I'm just making
Oh,
sure that your mic's not muted accidentally again.
Oh no, it's fine. Thank you. I like editing. Sorry.
It's okay.
Can
Oh, yeah,
all
sorry.
agree that mosquitoes have no purpose other than to spread disease? Yeah, they're parasites. Like literally, they're scientifically.
Yeah, they're literally parasites, but there are tons of different parasites. So I don't know what impact that'll actually have. You know,
Mhm.
if that'll be a negative or positive impact on the ecosystem, if you get rid of all of them.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of. They're like, I think scientists wanted to get rid of them like somehow because they're so pointless and they just spread disease. But it's
Yeah.
like if they did that, they're playing God. And then like, what if there's a backfire? But I think
Yeah.
they slowly tried to like lessen the population of mosquitoes slowly because I know in my town, you'll see like signs during the springtime or like during certain times of the year where like mosquitoes before they start coming up and like breeding and all that stuff. You'll see signs like there's this mosquito spray happening this time. They'll do it like 4 or 5 times. They'll spray the whole entire town and like release kind of like a subtle gas or something. And it'll like try to remove a lot of mosquitoes, which I noticed like when I was younger, I used to get a lot more mosquito bites. And now I mean, to be fair, I don't really go outside, do I? Anymore. But I've been noticing less mosquitoes because we used to have like an infestation of like these really big mosquitoes. I mean, they like don't land on you or anything like that, but like I remember I came home one day and like right by my garage there was like 10 of these mosquitoes that were like the size of like a coffee mug. Like
Oh.
huge.
That don't sound right.
Find a picture.
You're supposed to like, if you want to like target them, don't you just bomb a lake where their babies are?
I think so.
Elon must be like Dr. Frankenstein in cars because he's making electric-powered Teslas and stuff. No, actually, they parody Elon Musk in Cars too, but it's about a car that is sort of innovating in new forms of alternate energy, which I imagine that's kind of how Elon Musk would be in the Cars universe, is that he would just create better engines and better HUDs and better, car extensions rather than just creating cars. Like a Dr. Oz type character is like, this pill will make you erection. Yeah, but I'm not irrationally petrified every time I see a fly, yet I see something that even looks like a spider. Yeah,
Why
but that's
did
not
Elon-
like... Oh, sorry, you go.
No, you go. Sorry, I accidentally interrupted you.
Yeah, but like a fear of spiders isn't the point. If you just kill all of them, it'll fuck up the ecosystem, and then you'll get swarmed by flies, and they'll just completely irritate and eat all your food, and you'll just be covered in them, and it'll just be terrible. And that's the point. It's not that it's scary or not. It's that it will ruin the ecosystem by just disproportionately destroying everything.
Someone said, "Why did Elon Musk send a car to space?" It was
He fucking felt like it.
genuinely. He felt like it, like genuinely.
Because he can. He's a billionaire, and like, why not? I think he was testing something actually, and he just wanted the test to look funny.
I mean, they've thrown up some really weird stuff into space. Like, they needed something that was a bit heavy to like replicate a human being, and they just went to the nearest grocery store and just bought a giant wheel of cheese and put it in. Like, no joke.
The first cheese in space.
Yeah. They probably ate it afterwards to see what it tasted like.
Space cheese? Like, oh shit, it's dry as hell. If you can kill all the spiders, you can kill all the flies. But then if you kill all the flies, you end up starving all of the creatures that rely on eating spiders and flies. So you'll have reptiles and small mammals and amphibians just die out, and then when they're gone, that'll ruin how damn fishes live and how damn mammals
And this
live
will happen
when
very
they
quickly. Like,
yeah.
everyone will...
And then eventually it'll affect us because if you kill the bottom of the food chain, then the next one up is going to be affected, and vice versa. Not vice versa, on and on. Because if it's vice versa, that's not an issue.
People are saying, in the Cars universe, would the Cars send Elon Musk to space? I thought that was so cool. You should animate that book.
There was no purpose of sending a car into space. I mean, I'm sure he had a different purpose that I'm just too lazy to look up. But then again, there is no purpose to a lot of things.
I think, like, I know that he wanted to shoot into space, but he also wanted to have it hit, like, what, Mars or something?
Probably.
But
He's obsessed with going to Mars.
Yeah, but it went off course, so it didn't really work.
Are only some of the bugs in Cars actually cars, but then there are also just bugs? Yeah, I remember one of the first trailers to Cars was, before everybody knew it was Cars, there was just like a really scenic shot of a bumblebee flying around in a field, and it was like Disney Pixar's new latest film presents, and then gets hit by a car, and then it's Mater, and he's like upset because he killed a bee, and it's like, oh, okay, so this is what it is. But that was a real bee. That was like a real arthropod. So it seems like Cars must be some sort of alien race, or some sort of highly advanced wheel-based arthropod species that exists on Earth alongside the bees that we know and love. But yeah. Why don't we... Oh, alright. I'll end up getting ripped apart on exit. Just like the first Tesla in space, I wonder if it'd be better now. You freaking hypothesis. Cute art, Squizzy.
Thank you.
Yeah. The food chain is kind of like pillars. If you take out the bottom ones, the rest will fall with it. Yeah, but then it'll reestablish itself. It's just, you know, we're probably going to die in the fall in the first place, so it's not worth it. Okay, think about porn in the Cars universe. Think about our sex works in the Cars universe. Do you think it'd be hot? I've seen porn of cars. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I didn't want you to.
Fuck bees, they sting. It's hip to fuck bees.
Oh, by the way, bees don't sting you as long as you just don't move.
Yeah, and they die anyway, so who's the real loser?
Yeah.
They're more afraid of your mom than they are afraid of you.
Wow,
You said that so genuinely. I'm okay with the entire ecosystem collapsing, including us, as long as I get the satisfaction of knowing that all arachnid life on this planet had been extinguished, even if I could only enjoy the thought of it a bit before death. Yeah, but if we're not around to relish in the lack of arachnids, then what are we? I think if arachnids die, then humans become nothing, because we're the polar opposite of arachnids.
That's just not true. That's just not true. That's just so not true.
I said in my eyes, I am the opposite of a spider.
I think you got halfway through that sentence, you were just going, how the fuck do I finish this? How the fuck do I finish this sentence?
I did say in my eyes.
Alright.
Because I have 2 of them and they have 10 of them. They fucking suck.
That's not opposites! 2 and 10 aren't opposites!
They say the worst way to die, me and Hyojin, we already talked about this in a previous stream, but like, it was, what's it called, like, something, like an S word? It's like where you're surrounded by insects and like...
Yeah, and they burrow into you.
They burrow into you.
Satanic punishment?
It used to be a torture method. They would like put someone where their heads and legs would stick out, but their like torso area was like boxed in, and they would pour milk and honey in, and they would be left like that.
Oh yeah.
And it would
People
last
used
for
to do
like
that
3
with,
weeks, and like insects would go in and burrow themselves, and it'd be like extremely
Jesus.
painful.
People did that with rats as well. I can't imagine that was
Oh,
pleasant.
the bucket torture? Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah.
I think the worst way to die would be through
Your mom.
yeah. I think the worst way to die would be getting roasted so badly by King Annie.
I thought you were like roasted, like you're on a stick and like you're just slowly getting roasted. And then I'm like in the back end just saying, your mom.
King Annie just says your mom, and then the stick bursts into flames.
There's
And
like
there I am.
there was like one where some people were like in a submarine and like the pressure
Made them
lock
instantly
gave loose.
explode.
Ooh,
Yeah, and like shards of them were like literally everywhere.
that's bad.
Shards.
Jeez.
That's crystals. We guys were crystals. Like,
We're diamonds in the sky.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shut up.
Okay.
What's the worst way to die?
I already googled it. Like they think it's the B one, like where the.
I think
The
it's
insects is
I
gonna be
think
pretty
the
bad.
brazen bull is pretty bad.
Flaying,
Yeah,
I
that
can't
sounds-
imagine was very pleasant.
I think freezing is pretty awful because you go through the stage of freezing and then the stage of burning up and then freezing again and then dying.
Yeah, because like when you go through the burning up phase, you start ripping off your clothes.
Yeah, but that's not even the part that scares me. The part that scares me is that your body is essentially trying to kill you as a reaction to the environment. And it's
So you
like,
cannot-
okay,
It was so good, and then you made it furry bullshit.
Aw. What is this shirt, Stussy?
It's Stussy.
What's Stussy?
It's a clothing brand.
Strong pussy.
Yeah, I was thinking like, is that strong pussy,
Yeah, it's my
or is that
favorite.
Stewart's pussy?
It's my favorite clothing brand, Danny.
Is it Stan Lee's pussy? Excelsior.
No, why do you have to ruin my favorite clothing brand?
Aren't there flying saucer cars or in Mater's Tall Tales not canon? I think Mater's Tall Tales are canon. And yeah, there are UFOs in the Cars universe. They're cute.
You're a UFO.
All right, well you're a UFC fighter. I'm gonna fight you now.
You fight me in the ring, bitch. Square up.
Wait, did you call it Stussy?
Isn't it Stussy?
Well, there's an umlaut there, so
Oh,
it's
so it's
Stussy.
Stussy. Okay, it's Stussy then. I just
Yeah.
read
So
it as
it
Stussy.
is like Stan Lee's pussy.
Okay.
And while you're suffering after that hard roast, your last word should be no you, and that'll undo all my pain. Yeah.
Is Stussy Hyojin's clothing? I wish it was. Fuck me. I'd be rich.
Oh. PewDiePie like tweeted like if my mom was gay, then how was I born? I thought that was really funny.
I mean,
But
that is a
like-
good point. That is a good
yeah.
counterpoint.
Yeah, it's not like a no you. It's like an actual rebuttal.
I always just say Despacito, which is of course the greatest rebuttal.
I mean, that's an overpowered rebuttal. That's like how to end World War II comeback.
Despacito.
Like, you have the last battle at Stalingrad, and then you have nuclear bomb. Like, there's two ways to end a war, and you're using the nuclear bomb here.
Japan reflect the nuclear bomb by saying Despacito.
But they didn't know how to pronounce it. They're like, Despacito! And then, like, they still got killed.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Your mom could be gay and get artificially inseminated.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
gabies.
true.
Gay
Gabies. Or
babies.
you could be adopted. Draw a leg lad. Lord Bung knows what it is, probably. I actually
yeah, but
don't
how
know
are
what
you
it
born
is.
if your actual mom was gay?
Artificial
I don't know what it
insemination.
is.
Oh yeah. But what if?
Yeah.
But
Or adoption. They're still mothers.
no, they're
Even if-
not. That's unholy. That's never gonna be a real mother. You fucking idiot.
Oh, guys, do you want to see a sick Shakespeare meme?
What?
Yeah, let's see it. Let me see it. Alright, why isn't this opening?
Okay, Jenny, you be the white beard man, I'll be the hat guy.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir? Man, that was great.
That was good.
Fucking love me some Romeo Juliet.
Yeah, someone-
Like,
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
heck yeseth.
Heck yeah.
What drink do you think my Sona should be carrying? What drink do you think?
You know what? You
Cyanide.
know what?
Okay.
You know what, Dre? You know what, Dre? That was the winter of my discontent right there.
Oh, damn.
Damn, son.
You know what?
That was
You
the
think
most
me from
virgin
North
thing.
Northwest. That's
North
some Hamlet
Northwest.
for you.
That's some Hamlet shit, man.
What's the Japanese aesthetic drink that everyone always drinks?
Bubble tea or something.
Sake.
No, not sake. It's like
No, that's
it's like,
alcohol.
Oh, it's called ramune.
You
Sake.
dare with that me? you bite your stinky boyos at me.
No. No.
No.
That was the winter and my
No.
gift consent.
No.
Man, it's hard to think of Romeo and Juliet quotes. Now is the winter of my discontent.
Romeo, I'm under the age of consent. It doesn't matter. I remember that being in Romeo and Juliet. Do you remember that?
now is the age of my age of consent.
You have made me worm's meal. I think that's
Excuse
how
me?
it goes. I think because like Romeo accidentally kills his friend, and he says, "You have made me worm's meal."
A worm's meal.
Yeah,
Okay, I see. I get it.
but I don't think it's the exact thing. But he definitely said worms and meal.
I think it might be worm's meat rather than worm's meal.
What
worm's
soft
meat.
with light beyond your window breaks. It is the east and Juliet is the sun.
Yeah, you have made worm's meat of me.
You have made worm's meat of me.
Whenever I hear it is the east and Juliet is the sun, I imagine Hyojin's face being the sunrise.
And I imagine you being the fucking moon. You fucking orbit around the moon. Fucking.
Holy fuck.
Because your head is a big round yellow shape. Numpalu? I don't know what this is, Finley. It's not working for me, this link. It is the east and Juliet is the sun. Rise, fair sun. And tame
Holy
the
fuck.
envious moon. Ah, the moon. That's also a Shakespeare quote. Ah, the moon. Like, fuck off, that's stupid.
Ah, the moon.
Ah, you take the moon and you take the sun.
Oh, fuck.
It's like, are you an ass man or a boobs man? I'm a moon man. Ah, the moon.
Thank you for subscribing, Yanus, but I hope you enjoy this gif of a baby eating the camera.
That doesn't work either, Finley, sorry.
I remember playing as Pilot when I was in my primary school play. I killed Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Caesar, you have a duty to be deported. Crucify him!
When will ye that I release unto you
self-destruction!
Barbarous? Or Jesus, which is called Christ. Barbarous, give us Barbarous.
Kill him. He says he's God is a blasphemer. He'll conquer you and us and even Caesar. Do it! Kill him!
Kill Jesus, kill Jesus.
Kill Christ! Kill Christ! You're a fucking idiot, Christ! Kill Christ!
Now,
Oh my
kids,
God.
make sure not to stand too close to sin.
I really want to do like the retelling of the story of Jesus Christ, but like in Bogan Aussies.
Oh god, man, that'd be fucking great.
Because like Monty Python's already done it with awkward British people, so there has to be a Bogan one now.
Everything's better when it's Australianified.
Let Barabbas go, he's a fucking legend! I will commit seppuku for the honor of the Nippon. I feel that. Yeah, because it fits so perfectly, the Romans being the Poms, and because of just how much Australians seem to value crime. Just how much we look up to it. Would you rather get bored by a white blood cell or have Connor only wear Bung's blue hoodie for the rest of Confinement's episodes? It's a really tough one. I don't, because that shade of blue in particular doesn't work for my color scheme anymore. I've toned down my colors a bit to suit the confinement
I just
style.
realized how much I love Fanta, and I haven't had Fanta in so long.
You took the moon, and you took my son, and now you must pay with your cold blood. Jesus.
What is confinement? Your mom.
That was a good question.
Oh, you
What
need to
is
stop
a confinement?
roasting!
I'm sorry,
Annie, can you
Chad,
please
I
stop
love you
roasting?
guys.
Can you please
No, you.
chill for fucking
No,
5
you.
minutes?
Wait, can you just say no you to anyone? Like,
Yeah.
can you
To
know you and know
anyone.
you? Like, if I say no you,
But
can
then
you just say
Drake,
no
you'd be
you?
stuck in a forever loop for the rest of your
I mean,
life.
that's a hot potato situation. At some point, someone's gonna stop, and then you're both gonna be sorry.
Yeah, no you.
No, you.
Well, see the thing.
No
is-
you.
See, I took that like a man. I didn't
No,
want to say
you.
no
No,
you.
you.
No
No,
you.
you. No, you.
No.
No, you.
You.
No, you.
No you.
No,
No you.
No,
No
you.
you.
No, you.
No
No,
you.
No,
No you. No you. No you.
I mean, that's sick.
You see
fucking
that?
Fire beat.
Did you see? Look, can you guys look up right now? There's like a times 300 above all of us because that was a wombo combo.
Ooh.
Dab on them.
Can we get some no use in chat? Let's
Yeah,
get a
every-
giant-
Yeah, no you. Let's see how far you guys can go. No you, because there's nothing else left to talk about.
We've exhausted all conversation topics forever.
There is no you in team. Shut up.
Oh, I can just draw my Sona holding bubble tea. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you.
Who is this broken man slaughtering up my hallway?
Is
Who
boba tea actually nice?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
baby tea's
is
delicious. Dude.
I like it with taro power.
I like the honeydew
something
flavor.
Christ King of the Jews?
Honeydew's extremely sweet. It's great. Also, roasted almond milk tea is fantastic, and delicious.
Oh, so this is
Roasted
Jesus
almond?
Christ.
Mhm.
I'm really
Do they
quite
roast
surprised.
the almond milk?
Yeah, it tastes like roasted almonds.
What? I need to try
It
that.
tastes really. The foam tastes really sweet. It was only like
You're
an
not at all.
limited flavor, so
Not
I,
a
think, I
king
don't
at
think they sell
all.
it anymore.
Oh, I heard that you are news, but are you king? King of the Jews?
I say death
That's
to
what you
Jews.
say. Okay.
I'm joking, Twitch.
Jesus
Please do not ban me.
Christ.
Please do not ban me, Twitch. Twitch, I've been a good streamer. Please do not ban me. I'm on 100 viewers constant. I've been on
I
constant.
can't believe you'd say that when there's staff in the stream.
Really?
No.
You just
Did you
gave
see
me a
what I
fucking
tweeted at you?
anxiety attack, Drake.
Yeah, I know.
See what I tweeted at you? I don't know. It depends what you tweeted at me. I've probably seen it though. Actually, my first burn was when my cousin said I was a naughty, filthy boy, and I just answered with "No, you." I mean, yeah.
Hey,
I
guys.
remember, I remember seeing these kids arguing once, and they were like, "I want to be his friend," and then the other one said, "You can't," and I thought it was so funny. I don't know why. Just you can't.
It's a weird way to say cunt.
Okay. This is where I belong. Alright, let's see. See, this link isn't working. It's not working for me. It redirects me. I guess I'll have to redirect. I'll switch concentration camp. Okay. Never mind. We all know that you're news, but are you king? King of the Jews? I tweeted the explanation of the video I showed you in the last stream. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yo, you know what fucks me up about Despicable Me? It would have taken 3 days for him to get back to Earth and probably longer because that was like a budget rocket. You would have missed that rehearsal like by like a week.
Yeah. I mean, you can always make the argument that the lack of gravity from the moon. I don't know.
Yeah, you're trying really hard to like, you know, make it sound like sense, but it's not working, is it?
I mean, he shrunk the moon. Maybe he became as heavy as the moon and just like hurtled him down to Earth.
He got so fat he weighed the same as the moon. He ate all of the Despicable Me's.
I used to use uwu ironically so much that it became part of my vocabulary. Have you ever gone through that cursed phase of unironic uwus? Not the uwus, but
I don't know now.
I've unironically used certain vocabulary, and now it's just part of my normal vocabulary.
I say heck so much now.
I say heck a lot
we get
too.
It. You're a virgin, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Alright.
we get it, Dre. You don't have sex. Come on, guys.
No, but you
Yeah,
do.
guys, see, this is how you do it, Dre. Hell, look, a pussy just landed right on my dick.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, let
my
me try.
God.
Did you know swearing gets you pussy?
Heck.
Bastard. You said heck again, you silly.
Heck! Oh my god, guys, my hymen just grew back.
Gross.
I just got reminded. Me and Tenny were watching You Laugh You Lose challenges, and we clicked on a
Yeah.
video, and there was a fat guy dancing, and we instantly started crying.
So embarrassing.
I just
like,
posted
how easily we
the
lost.
the best comic of all time.
All right, let's see this.
Go on, Mario.
Go on, Mario.
Say
fuck. Fuck.
Good Mario.
Good Mario, you're such a soft boy.
Orewa.
Nobody would even hear it. Go
The
on.
moon doesn't maintain its mass because Gru lifts that shit no diff. What?
I mean, yeah, if you do change the mass of something with a shrink ray, then obviously the mass would have to follow.
True.
But-
I was getting closer. They said that like, I don't remember what comparison they did, but like, you know, there's like space between atoms. If they like minimize that, obviously the weight of things, you know, like how heavy something is, would stay as said.
Well,
But,
yeah,
and,
because it'll
like,
just be really condensed.
You could make things like so microscopic because there's so much space, like so many.
I mean,
atoms, obviously.
that's like black holes, right? If you make the moon the size of a thumbnail, it'll be a black hole. So, Gru was that close to making a black hole in his fucking hand.
Oh, I was thinking about like YouTube thumbnail. I was like, wait.
Oh, right. Oh, I totally forgot.
Yeah. I mean, those are pretty small.
Yeah,
so, but-
shrinks the moon down to 2 pyrocynicles. The universe said God created everything. God said no you. Then the Big Bang happened. Got him there. The moon doesn't maintain its mass because Guru lifts that shit. No diff. I already read that. Feel so bad about giving viewership to those hard challenges that you started crying. I do that too. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not sure if Rabbit counts as a view though. Does Rabbit give you a view?
What is an IP, right?
Yeah.
All the views come from wherever Rabbit is set.
I mean, I think it just count as one view. However many people are watching it doesn't count.
Would it become a black hole now? Yeah, that probably makes sense. So, even if it didn't become a black hole, Gru essentially just let Earth off of the orbit.
Yeah.
Because, right? Am I getting something wrong? I feel bad about worshipping religions. Like, what about the other ones? They would feel sad. I mean, that does go through my head. That's part of the reason why I think religion is kind of bullshit. Is that
I mean,
what are
haven't
the
you
odds
seen
that-
Life of Pi? The guy tries to like get into every religion.
yeah, Yeah. That's something I really appreciated about Life of Pi is his struggle to look for the truth, because he lives in India, which is a very multi-religious country. So he gets bombarded with the truth, quote unquote, all the time, and it makes him depressed because he couldn't possibly know which one is the truth. So yeah, I do feel about that. Because even when I was little and I visited Malaysia, I think it was, I met a girl my age, and she was Muslim, and she believed that, sincerely with all of her heart, that her faith was correct. And at the time, I was Pentecostal Christian, and I believed with all my heart that my faith was correct. But what can I say?
Except you're
I mean-
welcome.
Are you okay? Fun? I think we broke him.
Despacito.
Come in.
Someone
black
clip
holes
that,
violate
please. That was really
conservation
depressing.
Has never seen 2005 robots where they forget to give their son a penis. I think so. I thought it was balls. I thought the joke was nuts, like as in nuts.
Balls.
So which guy's religion if you are in one? I'm not in one. From what I know about Hyojin, she's raised Catholic but isn't Catholic.
Mm.
Well, she's a very bad Catholic.
Yeah, just a bad Catholic.
What about you, Dre Death? You still Muslim?
Yeah, you know me. I'm pagan. I'm really into witchcraft nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Have you, like, summoned Satan yet?
Yeah. Happy
yeah.
Ostara.
How is he?
Happy spring equinox.
You know how Lucifer's going. I call him Lucy.
Oh, first name basis.
First name basis, huh?
I mean, we're fucking.
Yeah, fucking.
You're
How big
fucking.
is it? How big is it, huh?
Yeah.
Not impressive, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did he get into your ninth circle of hell?
You know what they say, guys. It's about how you use it,
Yeah, it doesn't matter how.
Yeah.
which is also shit. I'm unfulfilled.
I want the people who did Despacito to cover Shiny from Moana. There is actually an early demo of Shiny that Lin-Manuel Miranda sings, because he wrote all the songs, and it does sound a bit modern, so maybe you could go check that out.
Honestly, I love how you
What?
doing the fucking leggings.
Oh,
Those
thank you.
tights. That's so
Oh, yeah.
fucking cute.
Hell yeah.
Danny, why did you go so silent when I said you're welcome? Did you just have a breakdown?
I didn't know what to say, because I just started playing the song in my head, and I kind of wanted to finish it. It's such a weird thing, like,
That is a.
you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the song. I see what's happening here, and then you're just silent in the background.
I feel like
It's like you just hit the play button in my head, and I just I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna
like
chill.
I feel like you were like thinking you were singing out loud, but you were just staying silent and you weren't saying anything.
If any of you need incentive to come to Malta, we have a monument of a giant erect blue penis.
Oh, dude,
Oh hell yeah, link it to us.
I'm going now.
Shining in Despacito. El Shiny.
El Shine.
El Shinito. Shine Spacito. Well, Despacito hasn't always been this glam.
I was behind the border once.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought that was a fishnet stockings.
Oh god.
That's what they're called. And yeah, those are fishnet stockings.
Yeah.
And then when she takes them off, she actually has really obese legs.
What? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah. Des potato.
Did you?
It's potato.
You just fucking laughed at this potato.
Des potato. I'm imagining an
What,
Irish
yeah?
Despacito now. I'm from America. Hell yeah. Anyone here from
Heck
Melbourne?
yeah.
No, but I've been there.
Yeah, I've been there
It's
and
very
it
good.
sucks. No, I'm joking. It's very cool.
Been there, done that.
I'm there, done that.
Been there, done your mum.
Sorry. Been in your mom,
Dre,
she
your
said,
dad has a cute ass.
go home. Okay.
Okay.
Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you.
Ugh.
By the way, that wooden man has a Nazi thing. Yes, he does.
I've been streaming for a very long time, but I don't want to
Oh.
end stream because it's been like there are like still
good.
so many people in it.
Yeah, it's good shit. What would you do if your child was right in front of you? If a child was right in front of you? I'm not sure you understand the geography of where I am right now, but if a child was right in front of me, their head would be in the table. And it would be really
Robots.
terrifying. Yeah, so I'd have to like call the emergency services to kind of cut his head out of the table.
Would you guys fuck Mario?
Yeah.
Mario?
Who?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Definitely.
If you could get me a drink first, haha.
It's a me. He just only says, "It's a me, Mario. It's a me,
Yeah.
Mario. Oh, it's a me, Mario."
And then I'm like, I say, oh god, and he says, it's a me, and I freak out a little bit
And he's
because
like,
then
Mario, Mario.
But if I say, oh god, and he says, it's a me, then I'd think he's God, and I'd freak out. When did the stream start? Fucking the beginning of time. Despacito on the haters. Ugh.
At a certain time.
Can you guys shut the fuck up? I'm having an Albanian tea party. Oh, I'm sorry about your Albanian tea party, but we're having a real tea party. Bubble tea party. High five.
Who
I
did
just
you high
clapped my
five?
hand.
Oh.
Hyojin. Except
Yeah,
she
I'm right
didn't
next to
high
him.
five me back. She didn't high five me back,
Oh,
so I
here you
just
go.
slapped her face. No, I slapped her face.
This is me coming.
This image is so funny to me right now. I can't stop thinking about it. Like she's just silently drawing with a serious face. Then I just fucking slap her in the face, and she just keeps drawing.
I think I might draw that up.
Oh no! High five. Oh my god. Mario says his name during sex. Yeah, Mario, the kind of nigga to slap his own ass during sex.
Mario, the kind of guy to eat his own ass.
It's me.
Oh no!
Well, technically, all the space stations in orbit are falling. They just don't have enough. They just have enough vertical velocity to counteract gravity. I mean, yeah. That's why the words flying exist. Just to, I'm a wide boy.
Wait, are you watching me draw this right now?
Yeah, I'm watching you draw this. It's a little late. Old man, take a look at your life. I'm a lot like you. Would you do Waluigi? I mean, Waluigi and Mario having sex would be ideal.
What?
Bung is a wide boy. Yeah.
Hyojin,
Yes.
do you have like a PNG of like your persona?
Yeah, why?
I referenced you in my video.
Oh. Do you want me to send PNG transfer?
Yeah, it's just like so. Like when I'm referencing, it'll show up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we
Guys,
go.
I'm a YouTuber. Yeah.
Wario is hot. Okay. Old
Would
man,
you
take a
fuck
look at your
Bowser?
life.
Bowser would be scary. He's like has pointy stuff.
He's pointy stuff.
So
Yeah.
many people want to fuck Bowser.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
So many, right?
He's a
Because he's
scaly.
Bara. He's fucking
And
Bara,
his
though.
childhood. Some kid was like, I knew I was a scaly when I saw Bowser as a child.
Oh no. Oh my god, why do I have an Asian smile? Ha! Oh, I want this image. I want this image when it's done. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you.
Oh, that face is so much worse than I thought it would be.
It's so evil. Whoosh. Nani?
Nando.
Is that your massive YouTuber King Annie?
What?
Yes.
No.
Um,
I'm not. What?
my pussy
I'm
big small
dying.
Asian. Okay.
No, that's not what I want to read. That's a paragraph that I was about to start.
Oh. Is it gay to shove an egg up your
Okay.
ass and pretend to be a bird and stand on a cliff face and
we
shit
go.
and lay the egg and shit on it like a bird? Why would I shit on my egg?
Warmth.
Warmth.
What the
Oh, I'm too afraid to open that link. Yourself the fuck that would be incessant masturbation. That's and it would it wouldn't be either. It would just be gay sex. Because it being a direct clone of you doesn't make it real. The fact that it comes from you makes it family, or the fact that it's legally your family makes it family. But we don't have laws for clones. So this is a world that you're creating in which cloning hasn't already have an established law. So I'm just going to use my real laws in the real world as a real boy and say that it would just be gay sex, because as far as society knows and as far as the government knows, you're just having sex with a guy that looks exactly like you.
It is gay.
Yeah, it is pretty gay. Fucking a clone would be self-cessed. No, it wouldn't. Masturbating is self-cessed.
What do you think about the drawing?
God, the fucking gore.
It's not that gory. It's just, look
Can you save it?
Yeah, I'll save it. Look at your
Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna make this like hyper realistic.
Oh my god.
You look like a fucking boss from Off if you've played that game. Look like a fucking baby.
Whoop,
Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop.
whoop, whoop. How late is it for you?
It's like 3 a.m.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
If it's called the Mario Brothers,
Crazy
is
frog.
Mario's full name Mario? Maybe?
Yes. Yeah, that's confirmed, yeah. Mario's full name is Mario Cannon.
Oh yeah, oh, okay, yeah. So his name is Mario, and Luigi's name is Luigi
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah, which is fucked up. It's terrible.
That's what Shigeru said. I always think of calling him Shiggy.
Please
I'm
make
gonna
it your
post
icon on
this
Twitter.
comic on Twitter.
I'll make it my icon on Discord. Jesus Christ, the skull's missing.
Skull is missing.
Skull gone.
Should I
Your best friend is gone.
What should I like caption this when I upload it on Twitter?
High five, lol.
I did a comic.
High five, boy.
I
I did a comic of Bung missing a high five.
missed. Oh shit! I got some money.
What is this?
It's a comic of me missing Danny's high five, so it just slaps me.
It's beautiful. I'll put that in Ready Gamer 1. You asked me to link it, so alright, let me check. My bad. Let's look at the big blue dick.
Should I just?
Oh my god, it really is.
Oh my
It
god.
really is a big blue dick. Looks beautiful, I love it. Old man, you look at my life, I'm a lot
Should I
like
just
you.
post this on Twitter and caption it? I missed Lord Bung's high five, so he just slapped me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you.
Why?
Because old men fought, and so do I.
I love how Hyojin does not give a single fuck. Yeah, drawing's pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream because I've been streaming for, oh my god, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Thank you all for joining. You guys, any last words?
Yeah.
Your mom.
No, you.
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 you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you. No, you. No, you.
No, you.